Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Tony Jolly coming back to you again with the word. And so one thing that I've just recently, that I know a lot of people wonder and that stuff, is where in the Bible does Jesus actually say he's God? Well, there's actually 7 times he uses one word that he uses to refer to himself as God. One time is, what is it? In John, where people are asking him who is he, by why he does this. He looks at, and they ask him, are you greater than our father Moses? And Jesus simply tells them this, is that before Moses was, I am. And they were going to stone him over it. Now, why were they going to stone him over this? It wasn't because he said, I existed before Moses. No, they would just thought that was a lunatic. Because when he said, I am, he didn't say, I was, which would indicate that he existed before Moses. No, he uses the very word that back in Genesis that God told Moses to go tell Israel, I am sent you. He said, so he called himself I am, which is what set the Jewish people off there, because they took that as him saying he was God. So they chose to stone him. He uses the present tense, not the past tense. So they were going to stone him, and at least 7 other times, or about 7, 8 times, somewhere around in there, he uses the same phrasing throughout it. I am the truth. I am the light. I am the vine. And on like that. Each time when he uses I am, he is stating that he is God. God. I mean, even whenever he's on trial, he looks at him and says, they ask him, are you God? He looks at him and says, I am he. Which again, if you read it, as soon as he says that, the people goes into an uproar. Because he is saying that he is God. Not saying I was before Moses. No, I am. He's saying I am. He's same words that back in the Bible, when God says, is where we get the word Yahweh, which is the name of God. Not God. I mean, you say God all you want. That's not blaspheming the name of God. It's his name that he gave himself back in Genesis, Yahweh. That's why the Hebrew language does not have vowels in it, because they were so scared of blaspheming God's name, Yahweh, that they would not, when they wrote it, they would not put any vowels. And their whole language is based around that without having any vowels. So, Godspeed to everybody. Until I talk to you all again. Again, mate, Godspeed. Thank you. And goodbye.